Hello, Colonel Winsome. Nice to see you again. Thanks for taking the time to have a chat today. A few months ago, we sat down and we talked about the thing that is the very heart of the Salvation Army, which is our mission. And today we're going to dig a little deeper and go a little bit further on that. But I thought before we start, could you tell us a little bit about your heart of where we are as a movement at this point in time?
The Salvos are known for being there in times of crisis, bringing hope to those who need it most. As society continues to evolve and change around us, our transformation to become this united national movement, now with a shared vision, mission and values, and a strategy, places us in the best possible position to do what we do best in the Australian society, and that is around transforming Australia one life at a time with the love of Jesus. It's really important, I think, to reiterate that our vision, mission and those 4 mission intentions have not changed, and we're still going in that same direction. What has been refreshed over these past 12 months, and after lots of discussion and collaboration with various stakeholders, is what we, I believe, need to pay particular attention to over the next 3 years in order to maximise us being able to achieve our mission and our vision. And this 3-year strategy is what, if you like, we're affectionately calling Focus 4.
All right, you've mentioned it. What is exactly Focus 4?
So it's our refreshed strategy, and it exists to help all of us head in the same direction over the next 3 years. In 2021, there were leaders across the movement who were asked to contribute to this discussion about where we needed to head, to consider any gaps that we had. They were workshopped with Executive Mission Council members, with heads of department, as well as with the board, and helped us to come up with some priorities that we would focus on over the next few years that would help us really achieve our vision more effectively.
So, Chief, why are these 4 priorities particularly important?
Those priorities actually help us to prioritise our focus and our attention. They help us as we coordinate our planning efforts across the movement for the next 3 years. The intention of these priorities is to give us all common language and a common direction across and through the movement when we're planning for our mission over the next 3 years. And then that will help to keep us accountable as well to each other and to the mission.
We're all about moving forward. How will these Focus 4 help us as a movement to move forward?
So we're at the beginning, if you like, of a new way of planning collaboratively across the Army, taking small steps, if you like, in even just giving consideration to just one of these priorities when we do our planning or goal setting as a team. So whether we do that as a mission expression, as a core, as a social centre, or as an individual, as we plan and as we ask questions around these priorities and respond to those in our planning, that will keep us heading in the same direction, combining our efforts, if you like, and creating a greater impact. It will help us to maximise our impact if we're all giving consideration to these 4 priorities as we consider our planning.
So, caring for people, creating faith pathways, building healthy communities, working for justice, our mission intentions. What happens to those now?
They haven't changed because they're the ways that we show our commitment to sharing the love of Jesus, by doing those 4 things. So they have not changed. The Focus 4 pinpoints specific areas where we really need to plan intentionally and maximise the impact of our mission. We're asking teams and individuals in the coming months and years to set their goals around their mission intentions, but with this focus on those 4 priorities, which will just enable us really to maximise the way in which we deliver our mission.
What should teams and individuals be doing to engage more deeply with Focus 4?
So what we really want teams and individuals to do is to share ideas, and to discuss how, as a team and as an individual, you can contribute to the mission by looking at these 4 focus areas. So, supporting those that need it most, creating Christian faith pathways, building innovative ministry leadership, and embracing technology. Talk about how you can actually make a difference in at least one of those areas and what opportunities as a team or an individual you have to focus on those opportunities. Because if all of us each ask the same question when we do our planning and goal setting, then we're one step closer to that united and unified and collaborative army. No matter where you are or what your role is, we're all contributing to God's mission in different ways. And I know that as a movement, if we stay focused, we will see many more thousands of lives not only come to faith, but be assisted and supported as we seek to transform lives with the love of Jesus.
Chief, thanks very much for taking the time to share with us today.
Thank you, Matt.